Hey guys, welcome back to Animal Fact Café. I'm Kyla. I shouldn't be yawning. I fucking woke up at like noon today, which was weird because normally my cat does not let me sleep past 9:30. So he wakes me up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. He's like, bitch, I'm starving. And then sometimes he'll let me go back to sleep till 9:30. But today he was like, feed me, fine. And then he fucking took a nap too. So it's a lazy Sunday. I'm wearing a wrinkled ass shirt because it fit the vibe of today. So we're going to be talking about dogs, but not like domestic dogs. We're talking about dogs that you shouldn't own. And if you own one of these, maybe consider not, because these are wild animals. I put on fucking concealer and you can still see my giant eye bags. That's super fun. So we're not going to look at that. But my shirt says dogs make me happy, you not so much. So yeah, that's how I feel about life. So yeah, I'm so sorry this is wrinkled. I'm wearing a tank top under this, but I'm not wearing a bra, so I didn't want to be scandalous, so I put on a t-shirt. And like I said, it fits. But life is lifing. Today's drink of choice is water and the rest of this that I didn't finish yesterday. So let's take a sip and get into the animal facts. I have 4 different types of not domestic dogs to tell you about. So let's get started. I'm probably going to call this episode like dogs you shouldn't own or dogs you can't own, something like that. But I feel like if I say dogs you can't own, somebody is going to be like, he thinks he's getting birds. Someone's going to be like, actually, so I don't know. So we're actually going to start from the bottom. Now we're here because I want to. So we're going to be talking about, number one is the maned wolf. So the maned wolf is not a wolf. It's also not a fox, but it's its own genus. And if you don't know what genus means, look it up, because I don't really feel like talking about biology because I have like literal PTSD from biology. If you guys have been subscribed to my channel for a while, I have had to take those classes so many times. So we're just not going to get into that. So they have thick red fur, and then they have this mane going down their back. They kind of look like a unicorn on stilts. Their legs are black all the way up, and they have like a rusty red color. When they're hunting, they do something where they tap the ground to like scare the prey, and then they pounce. They are monogamous, which is really cute, which you don't find a lot in the animal kingdom or humans. But they only are really with their partners during mating season, so using each other, I guess. They are nocturnal, but they're also I hate this fucking word, crepuscular, which means they're active during dawn or dusk, so same fucking thing essentially. So the reason our legs are so fucking long is so they can see over tall grasses. They are the largest candid, so canine-ish, in South America. So they're 3 feet tall, and it gave a comparison to like a couple different animals, and I felt like a pretty standard comparison was the gray wolf, which is 2.6 feet tall. So these bitches are tall, like about the size of a small child. So they hunt alone, and they tend to eat 50% fruits and vegetables, but they also will eat small mammals. There was an interesting fact on here because I was looking at like a zoo website, and it said that their urine smells similar to humans, like skunk, and that's what they use to like map out their territory, which you will find in a lot of canine species, just like dogs, like the male dogs that pee on everything. They're marking their territory. So, they are threatened by puma and domestic dogs, which I thought was pretty interesting. Yeah, so that is the maned wolf. They're really kind of creepy looking. They kind of look like skinwalkers to me, or like Slender Man. Of course, I will show you guys pictures if you're watching. If you're not watching, I would love to know what you guys picture if you're not watching. So next we're going to be talking about the dole, which is spelled D-hole. Get your funnies out now. Grow up. It's not D-hole, but it is kind of funny. I don't know, I'm talking about growing up. I have like the sense of humor of a middle school boy. But yeah, this is the dole. They are an Asiatic wild dog, and they are very, 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 very endangered because of habitat loss. Shocker. That seems to be the trend with a lot of animals I've been talking about recently, because humans suck ass. So, just saying. So, according to the San Diego Zoo, my loves love the San Diego Zoo. I want to go there one day. If they ever send me there, I will have a fucking meltdown. I will shit, pee, cry, throw up, all of the things. So that's my goal with this podcast. I want to go to the San Diego Zoo. Anyway, so they said they're about the size of a German Shepherd, but with like long fox legs. They can produce up to 12 pups per litter. That's a lot of fucking babies. Lord help them. The one difference with them and canines is they don't have the 3 molars. They only have 2. So less teeth. And they are native to Eastern and Southern Asia. They also use a really creepy whistle to communicate, and I'll try to insert
forest foliage.
If I can find one. This is me editing me in the future. Hey editor, can you do this? I love when YouTubers do that. Hey editor, can you like add in me flying through space, but the editor's me. They have a large home range, so like their space is around 34 square miles. That's a lot. They can be gray to red to like a sandy, beigey color. They eat mainly hoofed animals, which I thought was interesting, and their packs, so most of these that I'm talking about live in packs, and their packs tend to be 5 to 12. I've noticed too when I was going through that a lot of them don't live in packs more than 12. So they have 11 different calls, and they were in 2008 there was less than 2,500 adult dholes in the world. So that's fucking crazy. Dholes are cool. I really like them. So next we're going to be talking about something that a lot of people know about, and that's the dingo. So the dingo is an Australian wild dog. They've been around for a long fucking... Uh-oh. My cat's food went off. They've been around for like 4,000 years, so they're one of the most ancient breeds of wild dog. Their coat color kind of depends on where in Australia they live. So deserty areas tend to be more tan to blend in, but they can also go darker when living in like more forested areas. They are very opportunistic carnivores, which means they eat whatever they can find, but they have been reported to eat kangaroos, which I thought was interesting. It was just like, they eat this, rabbits, kangaroos, and I was like, one of these is not like the other. So that's crazy, because kangaroos are huge. So I don't know if they're going for like smaller ones or what, but that was a jump scare. And then there was a fact in some of the websites I was reading that said that they are thought to be the reason why the mainland Tasmanian tiger became extinct, because they became competition for food sources, and I guess they won. So I guess go dingoes, but sad for the Tasmanian tiger. They actually howl and don't bark very often, which is crazy, because I feel like out of all of these, they look the most like a dog. Occasionally prey on livestock, so they're known in Australia as pests, but like everything can be a fucking pest. They're just looking for food. They're not trying to eat your fucking plants. I get it, but like... They tend to have their pups in caves or hollow logs, which I thought was interesting. They're really cute. They also kind of look like Carolina dogs, if you guys know what that is. If you don't, then maybe I'll insert a picture if I feel like it. Why are you creeping around? This cat. He's special. And the last but not least doggy type animal we're going to be talking about is the African painted dog. So they're actually technically not dogs. They're like their own species, just like the maned wolf, and they existed for over 3 million years and the only member of their genus. So similar to the other ones, their packs go up to 12, but theirs is 6 to 12, and they have a 70 to 90% success rate in hunting, which is crazy because a lot of animals go extinct because they suck at hunting, and they're really good at it. So that was interesting. They live more closer to Eastern Africa, and they are threatened by rabies and distemper, which is interesting because I feel like rabies and distemper is not an issue in a lot of places. Like when we're doing health certificates at work, which means somebody's moving to a different country, a lot of countries don't have like a rabies quarantine, but America has a really strict one. So it's just interesting to see that there's other places that have that issue. They can run up to 40 miles per hour, which you're probably like, that's not that fast, but they can run 35 miles per hour for like an hour plus. I can't even walk 2 miles per hour for an hour plus. So like, they also suffer from habitat loss. Farmers, they like to eat livestock. Again, they just want food. But they also mainly eat antelope. So that's interesting. they have a large vocabulary of vocal things. They can squeal, whine, make twitters, and they actually look after their own sick pack. So, like, if there's an older African painted dog, they will look after them and lick their wounds clean. Or even it said they like regurge like a bird feeding its babies for, you know, the sick that can't chew and swallow. So that's really fucking cute. And I thought this was interesting. The alpha pair, so I thought of the Lion King when I read this. But so like the alpha male and female, they're the only ones in the pack that breed, and everybody else pretty much takes care of their babies. So they got free babysitting, I guess. But they're really interesting. They had a lot of different facts, and they're really pretty. They literally look like, if you guys know what a bat-eared fox looks like, they look like a combination of a bat-eared fox and like the maned wolf. They're kind of like tall and lanky, but they literally look like they've been painted. Like they have like blotchiness, almost similar to like a calico cat. They're really beautiful, but they're very interesting. So yeah, of course there's a lot of other canine species in the world, but I like short episodes because my attention span is this big. I also got new lights. I don't know if I said that or not, because my cat has been chewing my other ones, and he's already started to chew these. So we'll see how long it takes for all the strings to stop working. The only thing I don't like about these lights is you really can't change the colors. You can change if they twinkle or stay solid, so that's kind of annoying. But I do like the colors. It's like green, blue, purple. And there's yellow at the top, but you can't see it because I'm down here. So, but yeah, guys, that's all I have for you. I actually put on makeup, and it doesn't even look like it. I was like, I'm gonna look cute. And I put my hair up in this, like, claw clip. It's like a flower that you also can't see, but it matches my lights. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I feel like this was a good episode. I did a lot of research, and I did not have to Google anything, guys. I actually wrote everything down. This is a record-breaking moment. And it's also fucking raining and depressing. So that's why I'm like, podcast. Give me something to do. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm working on making a link tree to have all of my shit in it so it's easier. But follow the podcast TikTok. Follow my cat's Instagram. You can also follow me on TikTok, Alltime Kyla, where I post mostly my cat, and I repost some funny shit though. So if you want to see that, you can follow me there. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Have a good Sunday, or whatever day that it is for you. Today it's Sunday, but hopefully this will be on Tuesday. I'm telling myself. Peace out.